Hi, welcome back to The Pursuit. I'm your host, Ben Spangle. Today, we're going to go through an amazing episode. And today's all about transformation. I'm big on personal transformation. I want to be sharing with you two of the best tools, in my opinion, that you can use in your life for personal transformation. You know, at The Pursuit, we're all about helping you in your best body, mind, spirit, and life. And all of those things fit so well together. If I improve my body, I can also improve these other areas. As I work on my mind, the other areas get better too. As I develop my spirit, my soul, the essence of who I am, then my life gets better too. And so I'm excited to be talking about these two tools that we can use for transformation with you today. What I've done as well is I've created something, a free challenge that you can use as well too, to help you implement them right away too. I'll be sharing that with you in a little bit here. And I just want to say, as we start, before I jump into these transformational tools, that for all of you listening, for all of you watching, from the depth of my heart, thank you. When I started this show just about 2 years ago, I had no idea it was going to get as big as it has now. I had a thought and a vision that one day it would, and it would keep growing. And I have to tell you, I'm inspired by the comments that you leave. I'm inspired by those of you that reach out and share with me what's happening in your life. And it means everything to me. So thank you. I just want you to know that right up front, whether that's a YouTube comment, whether that's on Apple Podcasts, whether that's a DM on one of the social platforms, it means a lot to me. So thanks so much. If you're new to the show, go ahead and click subscribe. You're going to love this episode. And do me a favor, if you have not yet left a review on Apple specifically, it really helps us get the show to way more people. So thanks for tuning in. So let's jump in. What are the tools, these two tools for transformation? I mean, when you think about your life, all of us, we really do want a transformation. We want our different areas of our life to transform. It might be you're looking right now, 2023 is the year of perhaps transformation of your finances for you, or it's transformation of your body, or it's transformation of your joy, your emotions, your happiness. It's transformation of your relationships, your spiritual life. Whatever it may be, but you're looking to transform, and you can do it at any point in time. All of us have the ability to change like that. We can make a decision and say, I'm going to be different from here on in. Now, that doesn't mean that our results automatically change, but instead you decide to change. And in that moment of decision is where your transformation begins, because now you're making new choices. You're making new decisions. You're thinking new thoughts. You're feeling new emotions. You're taking new actions. And the byproduct over the long run is that your outer results must change as well too. The first tool I'm going to talk to you about is my favorite tool. These two go hand in hand, but my favorite tool for personal transformation. And if I could share with you a little bit of my own life, 15 and a half years ago now, I was at a very different place in my life. Before I got started in personal growth, I was not heading anywhere good anytime fast. I was partying all weekends. I was addicted to marijuana at the time. I was smoking 3-4 times a day back then. My life was, it was crazy to think back to that, but that's where I was. That's what I was doing at the time. And I didn't really have any real ambition for my life. I didn't really have any real, hope for the future or focus for the future or anything like that. But then sometimes the universe just blesses you. God blesses you with great opportunities. And I had that happen where I got introduced to business, and more importantly, I got introduced to personal development. And it really did it. It transformed my life. It opened a door for me. As I progressed through it, I learned about this tool, and that tool is meditation. Meditation, I think, is one of the most powerful tools that you'll ever use in your life. And the amazing news too is that virtually, because of YouTube, because of even the program that I'm going to give you for free here in a little bit too. All these things you can do it for virtually for free. You could meditate with nothing. You could just meditate to silence. So it's a free tool. What's fascinating is so many people don't use it because it's free. And we often place value on the things that we pay money for. However, what's interesting is if you look at the most important things in your life, you can't buy them. Love of family, right? Fulfillment, pride, a joy, living in a free nation. You can't buy them. So it's interesting that we often don't place value on things that are free and we neglect those things. Well, I mean, that's kind of normal. Earl Nightingale used to talk about that. So meditation is one of those things that I think a lot of people bypass. Maybe that's been you. You've been, meditate. I get it. I know it's good for you one day. Or you're the opposite where you say, I can never meditate. My mind's all over the place. My mind's too busy. I can't do it. And that's just everybody. Everybody's like that when you start. But meditation's so beneficial. It helps you become more knowledgeable of yourself. You get to know yourself. And the one person you have to spend the rest of your life with is yourself. So it's pretty good to get to know that you. So meditating is a great thing. Meditating helps you reduce stress. And I don't care who you are, where you're listening, where in the world, there's nobody listening that says, man, I want more stress in my life. It just doesn't happen. So, learning to meditate can help you relieve stress. It can help with anxiety. It can help with so many things. What I love meditation for is all of those benefits, the calmness of it, all the things that it does. And I also love it for the purpose of helping me create my life by design, which ties me into the next tool for transformation. And these two go hand in hand, and that's visualization. So meditation and visualization, the two of them combined equal transformation. Why do I say that? Well, the thing about our mind is our mind runs our life. And if you've been listening to the show for a while, you know I'm passionate about this subject. But your mind runs your life. I mean, your subconscious mind is running 93 to 97% of who you are. It runs things like your organs and your body that you don't have to think about. You wouldn't even know what to do. So it's doing that, but it's also running 93, 97% of your thinking, your feeling, your behaviors. Therefore, everything in your external reality is a byproduct of your internal mind. Meditation helps us learn to take control of our mind rather than our mind taking control of us. Visualization gives us a framework of what we want to create because the mind is a tool. And this tool, if it's used properly, can give you anything and everything you've ever wanted. However, if I use a tool improperly, I could get hurt doing it. And the mind's no different. If I don't understand how the tool works or I'm not using it properly, I can end up and my life is not going the way that I want to because I don't understand the tool of my mind. Anyone that's achieved anything worthwhile, they've either done it consciously or unconsciously, but they've been using their mind. And your mind is that very thing. It's just a tool. So if you learn how to use the tool, if you learn how to operate it, how to direct it, it'd be pretty valuable. There was a time in my life where I really had no idea how to use that tool. I was just reacting to everything in life. And that's not using the tool. Trust me, that's not using the mind. Now I'm very intentional with it. I'd love to tell you I'm perfect at it. There's no way I'm perfect at it. Last night I was with my wife and, we're in the process of building a dream cabin for ourselves, and we're pretty excited about it. And along with that, there's some unexpected things that come up, and I fell right into using my mind for the opposite. I fell right into worry, right into doubt. Can we actually do it? Is it going to happen? I mean, all these things are going through my mind. I'm feeling negative. I'm feeling worried. I'm feeling all of that. And she snapped me out of it. She goes, hey, if you were coaching you right now, if this was somebody else, what would you tell them? And she, pointed out to me how I was focused on problems and negatives. And I thought, oh my man, that's totally what I was doing. And she snapped me right out of it. So I love her for that. I aim to use my mind as much as I can to help me get what I want, though. That's the beauty of this tool. So meditation helps you do that. I love meditation for many reasons. One being I can start to control and direct my mind. Visualization, when I constructively visualize things that I want, I'm seeing my life unfold the way that I want to. I'm seeing, the goals that I want happening. I'm seeing myself living my best life in my day and how I want to behave today and all of those things. Well, it does a few things. It directs the mind. And the mind, whatever is consistently planted in your mind, like a garden, whatever's consistently planted and nurtured will grow and flourish. So if I'm consistently thinking about problems and limitations and frustrations and things that I don't like and I don't want, well, the mind will only give you, it's like a garden, it only gives you what you plant. So if that's my consistent thought patterns, then it will give me that. And the byproduct is the mind controls the body. So then you start behaving in a way to produce that unconsciously for most of this. It makes sense then if I learn to meditate, to go within, to close my eyes, to block out in my sensory environment as much as I can, maybe listen to some great music, perhaps a guided meditation. And then I start consciously focusing on the things that I want in my life. Well, it makes sense that if I kept doing that and I kept planting those thoughts, those ideas, those images, those emotions into my mind, the body follows the mind, that eventually my body will automatically be led to do the things that must happen to produce a result. And in psychology, what they talk about is this, is that cognitive dissonance, is that if I keep reading, picturing part of me, I keep dreaming of a new life and I'm mentally constructing it on the inside through visualization. I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, and I'm living that in my mind. But then my external reality doesn't match up. Then cognitive dissonance shows up where my mind says, hold on a sec, this is not right. We need to go to work on fixing it. And unconsciously, I am now compelled to make changes to produce that reality. So this is part of what's going on. It also impacts what you attract, because your mind and body control the frequency or the vibration that you're on. And whatever frequency and vibration you're on is going to determine what you're going to attract. If you're new to the idea of law of attraction, then I did an episode. You want to go back. I think it's called Working with the Law. Go give that a listen to. Meditation and visualization are hands down, in my opinion, the greatest tools for transformation. You want to overcome something in your life, start using these tools. You want to feel better about yourself, start using these tools. You want to achieve your goals faster, start using these tools. Now, often why people don't start doing this is because they hear things like this and they think, okay, sure, I'm just going to meditate and just visualize and everything's going to come and I'm going to sit on my couch and do nothing. And they use that as an excuse to not get started. You're a pretty smart person. You know you're not going to sit on your couch and do nothing. Obviously, you're still going to be taking lots of action to get what you want. Of course you will be. So stop hiding behind the excuse of, oh, I can't just sit on my couch and it'll come to me. Duh. But could you improve the quality of your action? Could you improve the quality of your attraction? Yes. Yes, you can. And you can do that through meditation and visualization. Hands down, my favorite tools for creating the life you want. So where can you start with this? This is what I want to talk to you about. So what I've done is we did a trial run where we had, I asked for 25. We ended up with over 60 people that became a part of the original meditation challenge. And I created a video course series. It was all free video course series. They could do a guided meditation. They could do, it's a 10-minute meditation that combines meditation and visualization to help you create your future, to help you create your life by design. And then we took those people through it. And through that, we ended up surveying all of them. We figured out, okay, what's working, what's not working. We found out the benefits that they're having. And it was unbelievable, some of the stats. I mean, 83% of the people that participated had a sense of calm in their first 7 days. 83%. It was amazing. You know, we had over 60% of people with reduced overwhelm. It was close to 68% of people felt some kind of inspiration or motivation for their life. These are just a few of the stats from it. It was amazing to see. And there was a whole bunch more. And then some of the comments were incredible. I remember one person put in there that, number one, they're excited about their lives. They keep thinking about their future, which was great. Then they added this part to the end. They said, you know, the last 8 months, I've been struggling to sleep 4 or 5 hours a night. But now I'm sleeping 6 hours a night since I started this meditation challenge. That was 7 days of doing it. So we took all that data, we took all that information and figured out, okay, how can we help? Right? We looked at, you know, what worked for people and what didn't. And since then, I've refined it and have now created a new meditation challenge, a 7-day meditation challenge that you can get into. The link's in the show notes here. And what it'll help you do is it'll help you, if you're new to this stuff, it's going to help you get started. Just click the link, you can join the challenge. And I'm going to walk you through, I'm going to give you some training videos. I'm going to teach you some resources, everything that'll help you understand meditation. And you can challenge yourself to go for 7 days and see how you feel. See if you know, do you feel better than when you did 7 days ago? See what you're noticing. And if you like it, maybe you want to keep meditating, you want to keep visualizing, I would encourage you to do so. Best tools for transformation, in my opinion, but you could continue doing it. So I'm excited to offer that to you, to give you that opportunity as one of our listeners to check out the meditation challenge. So you go to the show notes, check it out. You can also go to benspangle.com/meditate, and that'll bring you there as well. Again, if you're new to the show, I'm happy to have you. I'm glad that you're tuning into this episode. Make sure to go listen to some other ones. If you're sharing this episode, please tag me. And if you're new, subscribe, like I talked about. Appreciate you being here. Good to be with you all. And I'm excited to hear your stories of transformation as you try out this meditation tool. Talk to you soon.